I'm like, hey, Greg, come here. He's still walking. They all still walking up. Now, he can hear me. He's not that far. He can hear me. They just barely walked off. But no, come here. So he turned around and he said, meet me halfway. What you feeling like you been in front of my crib the whole time? You been in front of my crib all this time. Now it's meet you halfway. Nah, swing it back around. Swing it back around. So I'm like, man, come here real quick. He like, I just told you, meet me halfway. But he's steady walking off as he's still walking as he's saying it. Bro, I'm not finna play with you. So Chazetta like, just let him be. I said, no, he was in front of my crib all this time for no reason. I'm like, you need to make sure you check your brother. I'm like, I don't want them in front of my crib no more. Especially not Jason, not Roosevelt. None of your boyfriends or your booze. She like, I don't have any booze. You're the only person. So I'm like, it don't seem like it. And it definitely don't feel like it. She like, how come it don't? I'm coming over your house. We say we together. I've been around you. You already know I'm feeling you. I'm like, yeah. You feeling me? I'm like, I'm going back inside. So I goes inside, right? And my mom like, why are you outside yelling like you in the hood? Like you sleep on the streets, like you ain't got no manners. I'm like, oh, I was just trying to tell Greg to come in real quick. She like, you couldn't walk up closer? We hear you all the way in here, so we know somebody in their next house, they definitely heard your loud mouth. So I'm like, I'm sorry. She like, and fix your face before I fix it for you. I'm like, all right, Chazetta come in. She shuts the door. So I goes back out there and I finish washing the car. So Chazetta, she's standing there. She's standing there. Now she can get wet. I'm on the side where she can get wet at. So I'm, watering the car down to get the soap off. So I'm like, shh. So now I'm putting other stuff on there so I can wax it. Like I'm doing everything like how my dad would prefer the cars to be, right? So she like, you're not going to say nothing this whole time. I'm like, there's nothing to say. She like, so you mad? I'm like, not mad. Not mad. I just don't understand, like, why everybody want to pick with me. Like, what's the problem with me? Like, if they like you, okay, they like you. And if you like them, you like them. You don't got to talk to me. She like, but I want to talk to you. But then, like, why you can't get that through your head? I like you. I don't like them. I'm like, but it don't seem like it. She like, how? How it don't seem like it? People in the school know that we date. My friends know that we date. Not everybody, but the people that's close to me, they know. My mom know. I'm like, yeah. My mom know too. My dad know. My brother know. But Roosevelt and them know, right? Jason know. The guy that you see with Bacon. She like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing. So she crossed her arms and boom, she come out with the lip gloss. Now, I had a weakness when she do this. I just have a weakness because her lips was picked. So when she would put it on, it would just be like, I want to bite your lip. But I'm heated. And when I have an attitude, I have an attitude. So boom, time progressed. My mama, she comes as I'm wiping, like, cleaning out the tires, the wheels and stuff. Hey, look, you have 10 minutes. We got to get ready to go. So make sure you get yourself together and put on your martial art clothes. All right, cool. Boom, I go get myself together. I come back downstairs. So Chazetta like, oh, you look good. I'm like, thanks. Straight. Look, because I'm heated because like I'm tired. I'm tired of people like trying to, you know what I'm saying? Play with me. I guess like it was just so much happening. I was getting a little bit of bullied on, but a lot of people liked me, you know what I'm saying? And it was more like, dang, you say you like me, I like you, but I gotta go through all this. I don't like it. They was standing in front of that for a very long time. For a very long time. I felt very uncomfortable. And if I would have told my mama what type of time they was on, my mama would have been on that. And I could never have company then. But I'm going to take care of it. So boom, gets in the truck. And so Marky comes, right? So Marky in the back and he's just like, man, I want to do it too. I want to do martial arts too. So my dad like, you do? And then my mom turned around. She like, well, we can put you in another location. Y'all don't need to be in the same. I'm like, Mom, but that'll be good. She like, you ain't paying nothing. You don't do you not know how much it is for you to even attend where you going? You don't even know how much. So my mom is yapping off. Now, my mom was the type that she liked to throw prices out, like, oh, I just got this, girl, and it was this much, or I just got a car and it was this much. Like, she was really big on how much, like, I don't know, she just was like, oh, I got this bracelet. Yeah, Al spent like $3,000 on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the flaunt, like to be the show. You know what I'm saying? The attention, and I get it. So you know what I'm saying? So boom, my mom like, well, we'll see. Look, right now, let's worry about Rody Doty. We pull up, boom. My dad like, all right, you here? So he like, I'm coming in with you. So my mama like, man, so that mean I gotta come out? Like, if she don't want to come in and see me, you know, do my activity. And, you know, like, when you think about it, your dad can be there, but you going to always look for your mom. I don't care if it's a basketball game, a football game, or whatever you're doing, hockey, whatever you're doing. You're going to look for your mom. You're going to look for your nana. You're going to look for your dad. Like, so when she said that, it just made me feel like, Dad, you don't want to come in, you know, see me do my stuff? You know, okay, cool. So my dad like, you can stay in the car, because she like, I want to have my drink. I can't bring my drink in there. Wherever my drink is not welcome at, I'm not welcome at. And so she used to say that a lot. Like, if she can't bring her drink, she ain't attending. Period, point blank. So my dad like, well, I'm going to go in there. You know what I'm saying? So boom, Marky, me, Charzetta, we gets in there. I sign my name in on the board. Boom, boom, boom. So I gets in there, I sits in a circle. We had to sit in a Chinese stand. And Chinese, like, you know, like when you sit on the floor or the ground or whatever, and you know, throw your legs up together, right? So we sit down. So, you know, the teacher, he's setting the lesson off, right? So now he's gonna pick shooters from blockers, right? So boom, I come up. Now I'm going against, you know, one of these guys. He was very much like, if he get out of martial arts and he go work out, okay? He was definitely cocky and swole. So I'm like, okay. So the teacher straight up told me, like, hey, look, Roshan, you're the blocker, okay? You got to make sure they don't get you on the ground. They don't ground and pound you. You got to make sure you have your hands up. Make sure you don't get no face hits. Protect your face at all times. Protect the body, right? Teacher protect the body. I'm like, okay, now mind you, I'm heated. I'm already mad, right? So I'm like, okay. So boom, we gets inside the circle on the mat. The teacher comes over there. He say, you ready? I say, yeah. Let the other guy, you ready? He's like, mm-hmm. He's like, let's go. So I'm like, so he's swinging on. But I saw that he was, I saw he had his face open. So when I bounced up, I fuck up real quick. It was real quick. Immediately, the teacher come. He said, so you would have got disqualified. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I forgot I'm supposed to be the blocker. He like, I don't want to see you swinging. He like, you're in protecting mode. You protect the body. You're protecting your body. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm sorry. He like, you're going to be able to switch and you will be next. I'm like, okay. So boom, we're going. Boom, boom. He getting me a few times. Back up. He getting me a few. You know what I'm saying? Shooting the cables on me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He getting me a few times. Boom. But I like to think that I still did amazing. You know what I'm saying? I like to think I still did amazing. Boom. Now it's my turn. So boom. He's the blocker. I'm the puncher now, right? So I'm heated. So I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to let it off. I went so bizarre. It was to the point that I wasn't even trying to, you know what I'm saying, tap, move, find out another part. So I was just straight aiming, pop, real quick. I'm giving combos. So as soon as the time was up, boom. The teacher was like, you did amazing. He like, I want you to bring that energy. I want you to bring that every time. He like, because guys, I need to talk to all of y'all. So the people that got, you know, everything signed, like letters, they gave us letters to give it to our parents so they can sign. So basically it's like gonna be tournaments going on, right? And so he like, I want y'all to make the cut. So he like, I'm telling you, Roshan, you made it. You did good. Better than when you first started off. So he's like, everybody clap it up for Roshan. Everybody, they clapping or whatever. Boom. So everybody else that was in the circle, they get down, right? You got to do good in order to be in a tournament. So boom. The people that did good, they was in the tournament. Now, the people that didn't do so well, they still on the squad, but they ain't going to be getting set up for no type of fights. You know what I'm saying? So when we go do a fight, you'll see them on the bench. But you ain't going to see them out there throwing the hands at you. They're fully prepared. So, boom. You know, I was excited. I was happy at the, you know what I'm saying, the whole class. I felt good. I felt a little better. So, Chazetta like, oh, you did really good. I'm like, thanks. She's like, can I get a hug? I'm like, yeah. So, I give her a hug. Boom. We get, you know what I'm saying, back in the truck. My mom is out there. She got the music, keep sweat bumping. She got her sunglasses halfway hanging down. She like, nobody who gonna love you like me. What is it? Me. You hear her just loud, right? She got a drink or whatever. She drinking her mist. It was whiskey. It was called mist. So, boom. We all gets in the truck. We grab something small to eat. So Marky like, when I'm going to be able to be? He like, I'm trying to do what Roddy Daddy doing. So my dad said, look, I'm going to set you up. I set up everything. Boom. We dropped Charzetta off. Charzetta like, can you come in for a second? So I'm like, I gotta get home. So my mama like, go ahead. You got 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. You can go ahead. I'm like, first off, get out of my business. You keep like dabbing in a different head. I'm gonna need you to get out of the beeswax, lady. So I'm like, so when she say something to me, it's just like, dang, I gotta, okay. So I gets out, you know what I'm saying? I gets with the truck. I'm like, yeah. She like, can you come walk at the end of the block? I'm like, at the end of the block? She like, yeah, it wasn't even that far. And so I was like, all right, so we go by the stop sign at the end of the block. So she like, I'm going to talk to you tonight. I'm like, yeah, you'll talk to me tonight. She like, you promise? I'm like, yeah. She like, why you look like that? I'm like, look like what? She like, not looking at me, looking all over the place, you know. I'm like, no. I'm like, but yeah, I'll call you. She like, no hug, right? No kiss. I'm like, my mom probably can see that. She like, okay, no hug. I'm like, oh, I gave you a hug. Okay. See what I'm saying? Ooh, give her another, like, cause what? How many hugs do you want? I just gave you one when I came in. Boom, I give her a hug. Boom. So she like, you better call me. I'm like, I'm gonna call you. So boom, I walks back, you know what I'm saying, to the truck. My dad don't pull off until he see Charzetta, walks back up, gets in the gate, goes upstairs, put a key in the door, and the door shut. He pulls off. Boom. We makes it back to the crib. My mama, she a little litty. She like, Al, I'm gonna stay in the truck. Just go get Boom, man. We're gonna take him for a ride. So he like, my dad like, okay. So boom, my dad gets out with me and Marky. We goes inside the house. My dad goes to the bathroom, go gets Caleb. Caleb puts on whatever. He's out the door. So I hear when they out the door, Marky down there in the kitchen. So I lean over. I come out in the hallway and I lean over and I say, hey, bro. So he look up. I'm like, so how did I do? He like, you killed it. I say, hey, we on that with Greg and Roosevelt now. He like, now we're talking. So I come down the stairs and he like, so what's the plan? I'm like, I don't know. He like, you ain't got no plan? I'm like, you ain't got no plan? Like, what? Like, why would I have a plan if you ain't got no plan? You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, look, I'm thinking like, we just go to his crib and just, I'm like, no, no. He like, so what? Okay. So my plan ain't good enough. Like, who wants to go to somebody's crib? Pull about the crib, like, and they bother them. You don't know who there. They friends give me that. We don't know who there. So Marky like, look, whenever we decide to go in, we got to let each other know. I said, all right, cool. He like, all right. So I'm like, look, don't worry about all that. I'm like, I know you got some bud somewhere. He like, yeah, but you ain't going to smoke it. I'm like, why not? He like, because it's like this little. I'm like, come on, let's smoke it. So boom, he go grab it. We go outside the back. He like, see, this the brother I miss right here. I'm like, I ain't never went nowhere. So boom, we go in our room. I get changed. Boom, clicks in my head. Hit Charzetta up, right? So I hit Charzetta up. She was like, oh, I was waiting. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you okay? She like, yeah, I'm fine. She like, I talked to my brother. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So she like, you want to know what he said? I'm like, nah. I do. I just don't want them coming in front of my house like that. Like if they want to jump on me. She like, I know, he just overprotective. Well, his overprotectiveness is about to get him, like, he about to get beat down. It don't. Diarrhea don't is what we want to call it. Like, cause what? What? Protecting? No, he shouldn't be there. He followed you. He followed you to my crib. So boom, we talking, and so she like, I just want to let you know, I only got eyes for you. I'm like, I like that. She like, and Saturday, I have swimming. I'm like, cool. She like, you're gonna come? I'm like, I'm gonna let you know. She like, see, you still mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm like, cause I don't know. I'm like, I know they get my parents got a fight. I don't know when to fight. Let me get like all the details. You know what I'm saying? Which was true. She was like, I want to come. I'm like, I'm gonna see. Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna let you know. Boom. We talked a little bit. I stayed on the phone a little bit. I told her I had to get on the phone. Boom. I end up dozing off. My mom them end up coming in. We did our routine. Things like that. I had to get a water ready. I was already ready to get, go night, knocked out because I hit the placky. And plus I had it exhausted. I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tired. Boom. I get ready for night. My mom, she gets out her jacuzzi. We done had her session. We're ready for the next day. Getting ready for school. Boom. My mom is up. She ain't really bothering us that much. She ain't really, you know what I'm saying? She ain't really bothering us that much. Boom, my phone goes off again. It's Charzetta. Now, it's early in the morning. I'm trying to get myself together, right? So I'm like, I'm going to just hit her up when I get outside the house. So boom, Marky, he gets himself together. I get myself together. Boo Man dragging. Mom is cussing Boo Man out. Boo Man is crying and getting ready for school at the same time and telling Mom how he feel that he don't want to get up because he feels sick. But the whole time Mom knew he was. She said, when you come home, every system you get in here, PlayStation on down to Sega, Nintendo, your Xbox, all of that is getting wiped out. Your Nintendo, all of it is getting wiped out. My mom was heated. She like, every system has to go because you know what? Every time I doze off, I hear you. You think you being low? I can hear you. I hear your mouth. So I'm like, yep, the headsets off. Boom. Me and Marky, we head out the door. So I'm feeling a little different today. I don't feel like I normally feel, but I do feel good. So Marky like, so what we on? I'm like, I don't know, bro. He like, so you want to get Roosevelt on the day? I'm like, let's see how the day go. So boom, we get to the bus stop. Marky friends there, and they like, yo, y'all, let's smoke. Like, I rolled up the fattest. Like, this bad boy was big. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to partake this time. Boom, I hit it. We see the bus. I said, all right, that's enough. Marky peoples, they go their way. Me and Marky, we gets on the bus. When me and Marky gets on the bus and we arrive in front of the school, I had hit up Charzetta. So Charzetta like, oh, now you want to call me? Meet me at my locker. I'm like, all right, cool. She like, and bring your stuff. I'm like, I'm going to meet you at your locker. Hang up. Because what? So boom, we get on school ground. It's people like, just outside. It's people out in the back on the football field. It's people outside sitting in front, of the school. Some people probably in the cafeteria. There's a lot of people in the hallway. Some people probably hooping in the gym. Like, it's because we still got time before we go to that first period. So I'm looking and we spot Roosevelt. Roosevelt got a new car. He got a car. His parents bought him a car. And I was just like, yo, look at that. So I'm like, that's Roosevelt because he was sitting in the driver's seat. So Marky like, you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm like, yeah, what you thinking? He like, I'm thinking that we take it out on this brand new car. I'm like, let's just find out it's his first. So we see them, Greg, everybody over there, a couple of girls over there. They over there. He got music playing. So Greg sees me as we walking, and I look at Greg. Whatever. So boom, we gets closer to the door. So you hear Greg say, "Hey, Rody Dody, Roshan." So I turned around and said, I laughed, kept walking. Don't call me, because when I called you, you meet me halfway, face. Boom. I goes, Marky like, look, I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go see Charles. He like, you wanna come to the cafeteria? I'm like, yeah, I'll meet you there. So boom, I go upstairs, right, to her floor. She's right there with her girls. She see me. Hey, what's up? I'm like, what's up? She like, where's your things? I'm like, yeah, I never stopped at my locker. She like, I missed you. I'm like, I missed you too. She like, so my friend, she has a birthday party today. I'm like, cool. She like, and I'm going. I'm like, oh, you're gonna have fun. I'm like, why you telling me? She like, because we date. I'm like, okay. She like, see, you acting different. Like, don't do that. You acting real different. You wasn't acting like this at first. I'm like, no, I was just, because I didn't know if you was trying to ask me or not. She like, why would I be asking you, can I go to my friend? This been my friend for a while. I'm like, okay. I'm like, thanks for telling me. She like, no, I want you to come. I'm like, come where? She like, to her party. I'm like, I'll ask my mom. She like, seriously, I need to know. I'm like, I gotta ask my mom. So she like, okay. I'm like, what a party gonna be at? She like, it's gonna be at the skating rink. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna ask my mom and then I'll let you know. She like, are you gonna go get your stuff? I'm like, nah, I just think it's best if I stay in my locker. She like, are you gonna walk me to class? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna walk you to class. I'm like, just make sure you have your stuff ready. I'm like, I'm gonna go down to my locker and grab my stuff and check on Marky. She like, yeah, okay. So boom, I walks off because at the same token, I'm feeling away. And I'm very jealous. And when I want you to myself, I just want you to myself, period. And she fine. Like, so yeah, I was a little jealous, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want my girl to give you nobody no type of attention. Like, you mine. Like, you are mine. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say hi. At first, I was like, yo, when a person say hi to you, just yell. Like, I would just scream. Like, don't even be friendly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no friendly girl. So, boom, I goes to my locker, grab my stuff. I go check on Marky. Marky, he with his peoples. He see me out. I'm like, so, boom. I grab my stuff. I go up there, right? All right. Now, I'm up there with Chazetta. I got everything. So, I said, hey, here. So, I give her ID. So, she like, I don't need that. I'm like, yeah, here, take your ID. I need mine. She like, for what? You know your classes. I'm like, yeah, but just let me get my ID. She like, are you, okay, here. So, she give me hers. She give me mine's back. I give her hers. So, she like, you can stop. You don't have to walk me to class. I'm like, I'm walking you to class. She like, no, just get to your class. I'm like, stop. I'm walking you to your class. So, boom, I walk to her class. And, you know what I'm saying? Boom, the whole day just progressed. Lunch, all that, boom. We get solid, the fourth period. Now, I ain't got no problems with Dorothy and them in second period. That was a good class. We get the fourth period. Mind you, I see Roosevelt. I see his friend. They already sitting there. So Roosevelt, he's so geeked about his car. He got the keys, like where the belt loop at, where you put your belt in the loop. He got it hanging right there. He's so geeked that he got a car, right? So now I'm putting two and two. Because I was going straight up just ask Charzetta. So I'm just like, okay, that got to be his car or whatever. Now, I don't know if it's his mom's car or if his mom gave him the car, but I think it's his car because he just overly geeked about it. Like, he had all the doors open, the music playing, you know what I'm saying, when we first came up to the school. So I'm like, okay. So, boom, he looking at me, I'm looking at him. I'm just like, and then I go, he like, yeah, keep rolling the Mars. So I'm like, who you talking to? He like, I didn't say your name. I said, oh, okay, I thought you was talking to me. He like, no. He like, I was talking to somebody else. I'm like, oh, okay. He like, yeah, oh, okay. I'm like, boom. I go to my desk. Boom. Class start. Boom, class start. So I'm up over there at my desk, right? So I'm looking at the time. I'm clocking the time, right? So I'm heated in the inside. So since I'm heated in the inside, I'm like, I want to do something crazy, right? So I had my pencil, and I just, like, took my pencil, and I went, Pow! You know how to make that number 2 pencil make that wiggle. You can hear when you break a pencil and it's quiet. So pow! Right? So the teacher looked up. Everybody looked at me. I'm like, I need a new pencil. I just did this. I need a new pencil. And then the pencil like just fell in my hand. And so he like, why did you break your pencil? He like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything is fine. He like, the teacher like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I just need another pencil. He like, okay, I have plenty pencils. He like, I give you a pack. Because the teacher like, look, you look impressed. You look like, here you go. Pack. So I went up there, I grabbed the pack, and then Roosevelt looking at me. I'm like, and I sat down. So now he knows. I know he felt that energy. He caught it now. Boom. That class is over. Just time progressing, right? So boom. The whole time everything is over, I got my extra credit class, which is the baking, right? Did the 7th, the 8th period. I did all the periods. Now, me and Mark is geek, but Mark is more geeker because when me and Mark saw each other within the time span, you know what I'm saying, of within all the classes, he like, when we had 5th period, he like, hey, look, we got an idea. I'm like, no, we don't. He like, yes, we do. So I told him, just tell me the idea after school, but I forgot I have the extra credit class. So boom, I goes, and when I go in there, I see Charzetta sitting next to the dude. I've been flamed up all day. So now, and me and her, we ain't really been talking. I ain't been really walking her to class. You know what I'm saying? I just walked her to class that one time. So I'm just, fire is just going up in my skin, burning. Danielle, she over there, she like, hey. So I go and I ask the teacher, I'm like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? So I'm like, yeah, sure. You right here in the back where you feel safe at. I'm like, we can talk in the back. So Charzetta just looking at me. So me and the teacher, we go towards the back. So it's like, hey, what's going on? Everything okay? I'm like, yes and no. He said, okay, give me the no first, and then the yes part will make everything better. I'm like, well, the no part is I don't want to take this class anymore. He like, what happened? Why you don't want to take the class? You don't like it? I'm like, no. I'm like, see, that's the good part. I'm like, I like it. I think you're a dope teacher, by the way. I'm like, I couldn't wait to come to the class. And I'm like, and I love cooking. I like cooking. I'm like, I've been cooking since I was like 6 going on 7 when my nana had showed me how to make my first batch of chicken. I'm like, so I do. I'm like, I just think that, yeah, I shouldn't participate in this class. He like, is there any way that I can change your mind? I'm like, I'm sorry, no. He said, okay. He said, and I understand that. He said, so what is your plan? Are you just going to just do your classes and keep up with your classes and don't worry about extra credit? I'm like, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. He like, okay. He like, because there's a lot of activities you can do here. And we got workshop and things like that. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely see. I'm like, I'm going to talk to my dean. He like, yeah, please talk to your dean and let them know. He like, and if you want to, you can join the class for your last day. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm just going to leave. He said, yeah, that's fine too. He like, I'll still mark you as here. Teacher was cute. He was cute than a fan. He was cool. So boom, he's walking. He goes right to his desk and he like, all right, class, let's get ready to get started. So I go straight to Danielle. And I was like, hey, it's nice, you know what I'm saying, knowing you. She like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be. So is that a looking, right? She looking at me over there talking to Danielle. Because she's supposed to be my partner, remember? So that's why and she was nice. So she shook my hand. She like, but why now I don't got a partner again? I'm like, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, I catch you there. She like, okay. So boom, I left out and I was gone. So as I'm walking down the hallway, you hear, Roshan. So I turn around, it's Charzetta. So I'm like, what? So she running towards me. She like, what's going on? So the teacher, he comes in the hallway. He say, hey, Charzetta, can you please come back with the class? He like, come back with the class, please. She like, what? I'm like, what? She like, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, you got to get back to your class. I'm like, enjoy. And I walked off. And she like, are you serious right now? That's all I hear. Like, are you serious right now? And she walks off. Boom. I comes out the school building. I'm like, well, Market, he probably in the back way. So I call, right? I call. He picks up. He like, yo, I'm like, where you at? He like, oh, here I come. He like, I'm over here at the store. I'm like, all right. So he come. I see him coming down. Boom, boom, boom. He get closer to the school. And it's him. And it's all, look. And it's all the guys, his people. So he like, look, we can go ahead and jump on Roosevelt right now. He at the store. So I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, come on, let's go home. He like, I thought you said we go. I said, no. He like, well, okay, if you don't want to do that, do you want to hear my plan? I'm like, yeah, what's the plan? I'm like, come on. So all of us, we walking, we smoking, right? We walking, we smoking. So he like, wait. He like, did y'all have an early dismissal? I'm like, no, I just dropped the class. He like, why? I'm like, because I don't want to see Charlesetta sitting with this dude that like her and all of that. He like, wait, well, I'm like, man, look, that's whatever. Tell me the plan. So everybody laughing like, what? Like, shorty is fine. I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, she could be fine for somebody else. So I'm already feeling the way, right? I'm just feeling like that. So Marky like, look, and you heard the teacher say, we gonna have a substitute teacher tomorrow. I'm like, yeah. So he like, so I'm thinking they can come now. I didn't like the girl. I know she claimed that she likes Marky now, but you really like me. So he even got her there. So he like, look, we can all come tomorrow and I can let them in around 5th period. I'm like, and if we get caught, did you think about that part? He like, I don't think we're gonna get caught. He like, I got it planned perfectly. I'm like, all right, let's do it. He like, look, so y'all gonna ditch, and y'all gonna come with us to make sure we good at school. He like, and then the plan is I'm gonna let y'all know when to come when my 5th period. So, all right, so this gonna be crazy. It's gonna get down because here's the deal. I don't know what Mark is running the show right now. I don't know how this gonna crumble. So boom, we all do our own thing. Boom, me and Marky, we go to the crib. Soon as I put front door now opening, my mama like, listen, your nana has been blowing up this sip. Call her right now. I said, you haven't told her? No, I haven't told her. I don't know what to say and what she want. I'm like, she wanted to come see. I don't want her to come see me. She should have made it about Punkins 9 and left. Because don't she got to get back on the base?